Hello, everybody, and good morning. Welcome to Wow Wednesday. This is our first Wow Wednesday of 2022, and I'm delighted to feature one of our members, a fan favorite for sure in our community. Laura Barker is here to talk with us today about cracking the code on LinkedIn. And we'll dive into that in just a moment. I want to share a couple of quick announcements in the Women's Prosperity Network community, and they are as follows. So first of all, this evening, at 7 p.m. Eastern, I am hosting a class, a complimentary class to kick off 2022 through my other business venture, which is called the People Skills Academy. And we're going to be talking tonight about how to create 2022 as the year of being the one for yourself, the one for others, as well as the one for humanity. So if you're available, I would love to have you join us tonight. I'll put the link in the chat. You can go to the peopleskillsacademy.com/mindset. So join us tonight if you are available. It's absolutely free as our gift to you and our gift to the world, so that we all come together being the one for each other. It's going to be a great conversation tonight. And then on Friday, Trish Carr, the fabulous, extraordinary, brilliant communication expert, is going to be hosting a training on Friday afternoon at 4 p.m. Eastern on how to turn your mouth into money, honey. So it's going to be really, really good. And you can get the information on that at womensprosperityNetwork.com as well. And then next week, Friday and Saturday, we have our 2-day speaker training. So if you're someone who wants to create a greater impact and more income by taking your message to the masses, join us for this 2-day workshop where we call it the business of speaking, because we want you to see how speaking to groups will really expand the amount of time you have in reaching more people. So join us for that. Everything's available to you at womensprosperityNetwork.com. And now I get to introduce you to a woman who not only knows how to turn her mouth into money, she shows you how to do that through LinkedIn. We often hear that LinkedIn is the place to make those real good business connections, and it can feel like a mystery to so many. Well, Laura Barker has absolutely cracked the code on exactly how to do that. She is an international business owner and consultant, and she works with business owners to maximize both their growth and minimize their risk. Successful businesses do recognize the value of investing in themselves for marketing and lead generation and product development, as well as building a strong and secure foundation for their business. And she also works with medium to large size companies to provide employee benefits, which when you take care of your employees, your business does much, much better. She's got a unique system for consistently generating one-on-one meetings through LinkedIn, and she's going to dive in with us today. Take it away, my friend Laura.
Thank you for that fabulous introduction, Nancy, and just welcome everyone. I really can't express how excited I am to be here this morning. I have put together some actionable tips for you today that you can implement with ease. And then I'm going to talk a little bit about the overarching strategy with LinkedIn. In fact, I'm going to reverse that. I'm going to do strategy first, and then I'm going to get into the weeds, but I'm going to make sure I leave time for the weeds.
So, okay, good.
Because right now, you know, sometimes just put in the chat for me on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being I'm a LinkedIn genius, and 1 being I'm really uncomfortable with LinkedIn. Right? Where are you guys? Okay, I love seeing the numbers.
So we got a 2, we got a 6, a 5, 7.5. Yeah,
they're all over the place, right? So this is good for me to know. The really interesting thing about LinkedIn is that even if you've been on it for years and know how to navigate around it, you may have struggled or now be struggling, because things have changed since COVID for sure. So you may have struggled, be struggling, or not even know where to start to be able to get consistently get new clients with new client meetings. So what I train is how to get those one-to-one meetings. Put yes, I want that in the chat if you want to be able to go to LinkedIn and get those meetings pretty much on demand. That is the system I teach. So the overarching strategy,
For
absolutely.
sure. Yeah. Can I ask you a quick question? So I just want to share, and you're going to get into this, I'm sure, if you want to book one-on-one meetings, so many people use social media and they think, I just need to post things on there and then everybody's going to buy my stuff.
Oh,
and I see so much, it's a mistake, and it leads to disappointment, thinking social media doesn't work. Right. But go ahead.
Well, and people put so much time into that, it takes time to post, to write articles, all that stuff, and you schedule them and you're posting on all these different platforms, right? Think of posting as PR. And if you know anything about PR, you know that it is not a direct income producing activity. It's indirect, right? We want to do it. Let me just share this right now about LinkedIn strategy. I kind of have an analogy. Who here loves to go to the theater? Probably
I do.
Just would love to.
I do, yeah.
A good show, right? Now, a good show can have one person, right, and be fantastic, or it can have a cast of hundreds and be fantastic, right? So on LinkedIn, think of yourself as the lead. You are the leading actor on LinkedIn. And what that means is that you can be incredibly successful with direct messaging, where you are the lead actor. It's a one-person show, and you are connecting, relating, engaging, converting. The other activities on LinkedIn that you can do, like posting, like, comment, share, writing articles, all of that stuff, those are your supporting characters, supporting actors. So it's great to have them, but they're not necessary to get new business and to get those one-to-one meetings. In fact, they're not going to generate those one-to-one meetings. Yeah, that's just supporting. So I kind of like to think of it that way.
That's a great analogy. That was so good.
Yes. Great. I'm going to go into just a little bit the strategy that I have been using for years successfully. I've taught others to use, and you can use yourself. First thing you have to do for LinkedIn is know who your ideal client is. And I mean, drill down on that. Know who that person is. And maybe you have more than one. I have more than one ideal client who's with me, right? A lot of us have more than one.
Yeah.
Pick a lane, though, in LinkedIn. Pick a lane and follow it. Because your goal on LinkedIn is to get those one-to-one meetings, right? So you want to pick the lane that you believe will have the most impact and appeal. Pick that lane, run with it. Know your client, know your LinkedIn why. Your LinkedIn why is to get those meetings, right? That's it. So to get those meetings, and even more fun is to have people reaching out to you for meetings based on your profile. You absolutely have to have an optimized profile. And this takes some time. I'm not kidding, it does. It is well worth the time investment to do it.
And I was just going to share that one of the things I know is your LinkedIn profile. If somebody puts your name in a Google search, your LinkedIn profile could be one of the things that comes up on the first page. And think about all of the money and clout that LinkedIn has to do search engine optimizations. That's why if you've got when you got a profile on there, if somebody just searches your name, it comes up among the list of the places you can be found.
And it's likely to come up above your own website.
I know.
Right? and here's another really cool thing. If you don't have a website yet, oh yes, you do. And it's called LinkedIn.
Yeah.
That profile page is every bit as important, if not more, than your website. So spend that time on optimizing that profile. Make sure every section that is available to you is filled out completely. And everything you say on your profile page is all about what's in it for me. And I don't mean you, I mean your clients, I mean your prospects, right? What's in it for them, however you like to say it. everything needs to be directed towards speaking to them. So a lot of people think that the profile page is about you. It's not. It's about how you serve others, right?
And I'm going to let the audience know, since we're talking about profiles right now, that you have an amazing ebook, and I'm putting the link in the chat right now on what you need to have in your profile to have it stand out and really attract those quality leads and one-on-one appointments. For those on the phone, you can get it at barkerbusinesssolutions.com. It's absolutely free. Just go to barkerbusinesssolutions.com and you can get the free ebook and start working on that profile.
Absolutely. Get to it. It's a new year. Let's shine up our profile and make it really sparkle and attract all of those ideal clients you're looking to meet. So here's you get your profile optimized. The next 3 things, this is how it works. You need to learn how to do targeted connection requests, so that your connections are not just random, right? It's not a numbers game. This is truly about connecting with your ideal client. Your next step is direct messaging. And I have a system that I teach about what to say. People are often like, well, I don't know what to say when I do connect with somebody. So I'm going to talk about that a little bit today, but mostly it is about building a relationship. LinkedIn is all about the relationship. So just have that in mind when you're thinking about what you're going to say. Now, the third step is asking for the meeting, right? Remember, this is the goal.
Right.
So build that relationship a little bit, find some common ground, go for a meeting. And here's the thing about LinkedIn and your profile right now. When you ask people to connect with you, the first thing they're going to do is look at your profile.
That's what I do.
Right? Yeah. So
who is this person? Do I want them to know them or not? Yeah.
Is there a reason for me to connect with this person? Right? So you want to be attracting the people who want your services, who have an interest in what you do. So if your profile is optimized, that will happen. It is amazing how powerful that can be. So that by the time you get to asking for the meeting, it's a no-brainer.
Right. There's been, and inside of the messaging, the direct messaging you do, you're building the relationship, as opposed to something that happens to me and turns me off, quite frankly, is people will send me direct messages on LinkedIn. Hey, if you're looking for an opportunity to make more money, let's meet. Like, I don't even know you.
Right.
Like that turns me off and makes me less likely to want to do business with you.
Absolutely. Look, you are not selling your service on LinkedIn exactly. You are selling yourself. This is all about your personal brand and why do people want to meet with you. So it comes down to who you are, and it does. Your services certainly do matter, but please don't ever do like people are doing to Nancy and all of us. Don't try to sell in a message. Okay, it doesn't work. What you're selling is meet with me. That's what you're selling.
So let me ask a question. So in that vein, when I'm doing this direct messaging, how do we set it up to have those one-on-one meetings where it's not just, hey, let's have a one-on-one meeting so I can sell you? Like, how do you get to that place? Because it feels like they're opposing, sides of the coin.
Right. It does feel that way at first blush. So the messaging is all about edifying the person you're connecting with first, right? Your first message to them, whatever it says, the purpose of your first message is to say, I value you as a person and I am interested in who you are.
Nice.
That's it.
Nice.
Right? That's it. That's your first. And I have a messaging tree that I train on so that you can create messages customized to your business that will get you from that first introduction direct message to asking for a meeting within about 3 or 4 interactions.
Oh, that's really good.
Oh yeah. I don't play around. I want, I mean, seriously, right? I want simple and I like fast. Who doesn't, right? I don't want a long sales cycle to get to the meeting, right?
Yeah.
I want to say, hey, can we talk? Let's talk business. And that's the nice thing about LinkedIn. Everybody is there to talk about business. You don't have to pretend. You don't have to try to work in a, oh, we're all social. Oh, by the way, I'm also in business. No, we're all in business. We're all selling, right?
Yeah.
So that's an assumption that you get to start at. So it just makes that conversation a little bit easier. The next, I have to say, I want to get into the weeds a little bit because I don't want to run out of time here. So I have like a list of weeds that I want to give you tips that you can implement today.
Bring it.
All right. So if you have not downloaded the LinkedIn app to your phone, do it today. Super simple. Everybody knows how to do that. Next, once you've done that, you want to go to the settings on your phone, not on the desktop, laptop, iPad, no, on your phone. Go to the settings and you are looking for a setting called name pronunciation. I don't know if you've noticed, but when you go to LinkedIn, you might see a little microphone out beside someone's name. And if you haven't seen it, you can go to my profile on LinkedIn. It's there. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about. This is a free opportunity for you to let your prospects, connections, hear your voice, hear your passion, and just have a better sense of who you are. So it's not really do not get on there and say, my name is pronounced Laura Barker, right? Don't. But what you do want to say is, hey, this is Laura. I love supporting businesses. Let's chat. Or actually, I don't say, but anyway, write it out, say it. You've got about 15 or 20 seconds, and it is amazing. So once you get that, and people click those, oh, people love to hear your voice, right? We really like that.
This is like a deep, deep tip that nobody tells you. I had no idea that was there. I can't wait to go check it out.
It is awesome. And not everybody does have it. So that goes a bit further in setting you apart, right? They get to know you a little bit just from hearing your voice. Beautiful. Just imagine the power of that, right? And it's quick, it's easy, they can click, and it's easy for you to set up. So please take the time to do that. I saw somebody put a question in the chat, where in the settings? So everybody has different phones. I can't exactly tell you that, but I promise if you go to settings and look for, you may have to go to edit.
Is it settings with?
I think it's actually not in settings. It's actually in the, when you go to your profile, you will see a pencil that anytime you see a pencil on LinkedIn means you can edit. So go to that intro section where you would edit your name.
Okay.
And you will see name pronunciation is one of the features on that section that you can edit.
Okay, is it on your phone settings or inside of the LinkedIn app?
Inside of LinkedIn.
There you go. Okay.
So you've got to download the app, go to your LinkedIn app, go to your profile, and it is in the edit section. I misspoke, so I apologize for that. But it's in the edit section on your phone.
Yep. And don't necessarily try to go do it now. Do it after, because she's got more great stuff to share with you today. All right, good.
I do. Okay. Give to get. I know everybody in this community believes in that philosophy, right? We want to give more than we're asking for. We want to give more than we're getting, even, because it all comes around and it's wonderful. So one of the ways that you can do that, and I really want to, this is easy. Everybody can do this. You can probably do it today. Give 2 recommendations on LinkedIn. Your people will so appreciate that. So do it. It will start a conversation. It's a powerful thing to do for somebody. And then do it for yourself. Ask for 2 recommendations. Now, WPN has great training on how to get a great recommendation. So know who you're asking for the recommendation from and make it easy for them. Give them some suggested language based on your conversation with them, right? And then get it done. this really helps. We all know we love to hear what somebody else thinks about a service, right? Who goes to reviews and reads them? We all do, right?
Right. And that's really how people make buying decisions these days. How many stars do they have? What are other people saying about it? We're in that phase right now of life where it's, what I call conversation marketing and credibility based upon what other people say.
Absolutely.
So give 2 recommendations, then ask for 2 recommendations.
Absolutely. And even if you already have some, do it anyway.
To get some
more.
more.
Never hurts to add to it, right?
Well, and you're keeping it fresh.
Right.
Right. Keeping it current. Awesome.
Here's another thing along those same lines is the opportunity to endorse people. This is so simple. We've all seen it. Hey, do you want to endorse so-and-so? Well, if you have any inkling of who they are, endorse them. Right. And if there's a specific person that you really want to connect with, endorse them. Endorse them, because we can endorse people based on their reputation. We can endorse people based on their website, based on their posts, just so you have a sense of who they are. Endorse them. They will then, here's what happens when you do that. They will thank you. Just watch the gratitude flowing in. I promise you, they will be grateful. And what does that allow you to do? Open the conversation with direct messaging, right? It is powerful. I've got another great direct messaging tip that is so super simple. And so many people don't take the time to do this. On LinkedIn, at those tabs at the top, home, network, messaging, all that stuff, right? One of those tabs is called notifications. If you're not familiar with this tab, get familiar with it. This is your best friend. This tab is going to tell you every time that one of your connections does anything, makes a post, has a birthday, changes jobs, celebrating anything, anniversaries. It is powerful. And if you will make a habit of going to that tab and say happy birthday, and don't just say happy birthday, folks, make it mean something, right? If I'm going to say happy birthday to Nancy, I'm going to say, happy birthday, Nancy. I hope this is the best day of your year and that every day following will be even better than today. Make it great, right? People will thank you. And what does that do? Opens the dialogue, right?
Beautiful.
So use that tab, get in the habit of it. I teach something that, so my goal for everybody that I work with, well, for everybody, is that you can use LinkedIn, have it set up in such a way that you literally can get one-to-one meetings on demand with your ideal clients. Mine is set up. Y'all can imagine this, right? I've been doing this for a long time. So I could go in right now and line up as many meetings as I want for the next couple of weeks, whatever I want, with almost with whomever I want. And the reason I can do that is because I have optimized my profile. I am treating them like a human being, respecting them, valuing them. And I have been, how we hear those, it takes 7 to 11, 5 to 7 touches, whatever it is to convert these days, right? Well, guess what? Every time that you say happy birthday, that you comment on their post, that you do this and that and the other. Now, commenting on posts, by the way, is not the strongest way. So really it's those others, right? The birthdays, anniversaries, the celebrations that people really appreciate. But by doing that, when you do get around to asking for a meeting, what happens is this. I asked somebody for a meeting. And so even if we haven't had a direct dialogue, so I've been doing this for years, right? And I've got a lot of connections. But the thing is, when I ask them for a meeting now, they see that request, but they also see all of the interactions that we've had over the last 6 months, over the years.
Right, because the conversation history is there.
It's right there.
Yeah.
It's right there. So maybe somebody who's ignored me for 3 years, this year I said happy birthday in a very personal way. And guess what? This time they said thank you. So guess what? They're ready to meet with me. I mean, it is that crazy. I'm not kidding. So I want everybody to learn how to do that. And that's really my mission. And I call it the Barker 20. And you spend 20 minutes a day, literally doing 1 of 10 tasks during those 20 minutes. It's just that simple.
And that's it. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Couple more in the weeds.
She's so good, isn't she? Hey, listen, if you're watching or listening and you want to say, Laura, this is so good, golden nuggets, I can't wait to start implementing, say yes, yes, yes in the chat, because she delivers so much to make sure you get results. Yes, yes, yes. There we go.
That is
all right.
Absolutely my goal. That's my goal in life. It's to deliver so you get results.
Yeah.
So here's another in the weeds. If you have a technical skill, like, for example, you're really good at Excel or maybe Adobe or Photoshop or something like that. That's what I mean by technical skill.
Mm-hmm.
Go to where it says skills and endorsements in your profile, and you will see an opportunity to take a quiz, a skill quiz. When you do this, and you pass, it's not actually that easy. And I've done it. So if you want to know what this looks like, go to my profile. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. So I did it. I did it for Adobe. I felt pretty competent on Adobe, and turns out I am. So I took the quiz, and you have to score like in the top 25 or 30% to get the certificate. But if you get the LinkedIn certificate, and you can take it more than once, if you get the LinkedIn certificate, it shows up automatically in your profile. It's just more credibility, right?
Beautiful. I had no idea.
And it's free.
No idea.
This is free. I think there's a limit to how many quizzes you could take a month and stuff like that, but you can get it free. So 20% to get the certificate.
Wow. So quick question, and I'm sure this will come up as we head into Q&A in a few minutes. All of these features that are available on LinkedIn, is this all under the free version, or do we have to have that premium paid version for this?
Free. So I love free and I love simple. And that is how I run my life, right? If I can get it for free, I'm going to. And LinkedIn gives us so many great features at the free level. Now, I will say this. The paid versions have some definite benefits that are worthwhile, but they are not necessary to get these one-on-one meetings. Now, if you are really determined to like scale big, I can talk to you about Sales Navigator and Premium and all that stuff too. So that it can be worth your time and money when you're ready for it.
Right. And you got to be prepared to handle, the flow that comes with it.
So you might say, Nancy, that you need to be yes ready.
I might say that.
Yes,
because we know you are yes ready. That's good. That's good.
That's a phenomenal program within WPN. For those of you who may not be familiar with that, they've got a great program called Yes Ready. And that just means that you've done the work. And when somebody comes to you with an opportunity, just like out of the blue, yes, you're ready.
That's the key.
That happened to me.
It has several times, right?
Yes, indeed.
I love it.
And I've been very thankful that WPN has set me up to be, yes, I'm ready. Yes,
awesome. You're so cool. We're coming up to the halfway point. I know you've got a couple more tips you want to share with us. And I also want to let everyone know that get your questions ready, and you can put them in the chat. I will come up and check in with everybody, and we'll be able to bring you off mute in just a couple of minutes. And this is the tip of the iceberg. Make sure that you go ahead and get your profile set up. So go to barkerbusinesssolutions.com, and Laura trains people and takes them deeper and deeper into how to really maximize this. So I know you've got a class coming up, and I think it's tomorrow. Is your class tomorrow?
It is tomorrow at 1 o'clock Eastern. It's a masterclass, it's a 90-minute masterclass, and I'm going to be going over my system, what we're talking, some of the things we're talking about today. We're going to be hitting on those. We're going to be talking about how to really tweak your profile, make sure you've got all your sections maximized and optimized. And then we're going to talk about the system for getting those one-to-one meetings. So I'm excited. I love doing these master classes. They're just bring me so much joy.
Awesome.
And not only that, Nancy, I am still offering with the master class a one-on-one with me.
You are?
I am still offering. I don't know how
Okay.
long I'll be able to keep doing that. But right now, I am still offering a one-to-one consultation with me if you sign up for the masterclass.
Wow. And during that one-on-one, you'll take a look at the profile and kind of give us some direction on where to get started. That's amazing.
Yeah. And I recommend, by the way, scheduling that masterclass, that one-on-one with me after the masterclass, right? After you've tried to implement stuff yourself so that I can take you the farthest when we meet.
Very good. All right. So you're going to go to barkerbusinesssolutions.com/masterclass. And it's only $27. I know you were thinking about raising the price of that. And I said, please keep it to 27 for WPN. And you said yes.
And right. That's right. So it is going up. But guys, so for you guys, anything for Nancy and WPN.
Yeah, thank you.
I can do.
Michelle says, I already have another training at that time, and I'm going to sign up so I can watch it later. So we will send the replay out to everybody and get your one-on-one. So you get a one-on-one with Laura, $27, and either join live or get the replay. So well worth it. So go to barkerbusinesssolutions.com/masterclass to sign up for the training. And I'm going to go ahead. I know you have some more tips that you want to share. So I'm going to get everybody lined up so they can start asking questions while you share another couple of tips.
Oh, yay. I do have a lot of tips to share, guys. But the next one I want to focus on is the section in your profile called providing services. A lot of people don't use this, don't activate it, and don't take advantage of it, but it is powerful. So the providing services section allows you to designate the category of services you provide. It allows people to request a proposal from you, and get this, for free. LinkedIn will prepare that proposal request questionnaire. So when somebody requests a proposal and you've designated, say, coaching, right? They get to select, I want to know about coaching, and I want to know, and then LinkedIn has these questions set up, like, when do you want to start? Where's your weakest area? Any comment, anything I need to know? It's amazing. It puts it all together for you.
Wow.
Powerful, really powerful, and free.
And free. We love free. Wow. And where is that located?
That is also in the what I'll call the main intro section on your profile, but you probably will have to click add section. And under that add section, you will see providing services. That's awesome. One way to access it. But wherever you see a pencil, remember there's a pencil. Click the pencil, edit.
Is this the kind of stuff you're going to go deeper on in the masterclass? And I know you have many levels of training that you work with people.
I do.
Awesome.
So I cover a lot in the masterclass. I move fast. This is not a slow-paced class. It is also interactive. And we do a live coaching review of somebody's profile, which is so much fun. I love doing that.
Awesome.
But I can never go as deep as I want. So that's why I go so fast. But yes, we will be touching on these things for sure.
Yeah, and think about this, like, this is your
major...
hold on, I'm hearing something. Where's that coming from? There we go. So this is your major pipeline for consistent leads in your business, right? Isn't that what you've been doing?
It's my only pipeline for consistent leads in my business. So that's what I focused on LinkedIn. I knew this is where the business is, right? So I took a lot of time. I invested some significant money to learn how to do all this stuff. And now I love teaching it to everybody. Oh my gosh, because y'all can have the same success I'm having and that my students are having. It's awesome.
It's extraordinary. Yeah, it's so good. All right. Can we take a few questions?
Absolutely.
All right. Let's start with Roz, who has her hand up. Are you there, Roz?
My girl.
Do I need to do something to... There you go. Roz, you there? No, Roz is not here. How about Peg Duchesne? Let's go to Peg Duchesne. You can unmute yourself.
How about Peg Duchesne? Laura Barker, thank you so much. One of the things I absolutely love and adore about Women's Prosperity Network is that when the student is ready, the coach appears. So at the beginning of 2021, one of my goals for the year was to really get knee deep in LinkedIn. And I was already doing some research and using LinkedIn much more powerfully than I had been before. And then lo and behold, I got to know Laura better and got her ebook. If you haven't gotten it yet, please take advantage of that terrific offer. And Laura did a masterclass, and now she's doing a deep dive in LinkedIn, and I am really seeing terrific, fantastic results, and I just can't thank you enough. So I applaud you, I adore you, and thank you for all that you pour into this community. And Nancy, thanks for the opportunity to speak.
Peg, I can't thank you enough. You're an amazing student, amazing person, amazing, the message therapist. Don't y'all love that? She's the message therapist, right? And so she, she is amazing with words. And it's been a joy to work with you, Peg. Absolutely.
Thanks, Laura. So glad to see you on Well Wednesday. Terrific interview. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you, Laura.
Of course. All right. Let's go to Roz, whose line is now open.
That was weird. I'm on the cell phone, so I'm learning. But you are loved, appreciated, celebrated, valued, most cherished to both of you. Laura, you are, I call you the L Diva. So that's what you are. And I want to say, y'all, there's hope, because Laura's been working with me, and I'm still at a 2, but I'm ready to catapult and scale up my knowledge. And it just comes from being focused, intentional, and then living up to what I call the L20, which is the Barker 20. Just gotta do that. So Laura, I got this one question. That you've become the diva and queen of empowerment for LinkedIn. What is the percentage of the usage of that social media versus all the others?
Ooh, good question.
I'm not sure what you mean in relation to, but I can tell you.
How much time should you spend in each of those areas?
Yeah, do you use, is LinkedIn 90% and then you only give 1% to Facebook or Instagram? And you know what I'm saying?
So I'm not even on Instagram.
Okay, see, okay, good. Okay.
So here's the thing about the social media platforms. They have different purposes. I actually am on Instagram with one of my other businesses. I have a hair accessory company, and we sell a tangible product, so Instagram's a great place for that, right? It's not a great place for getting business clients. It's just not. Facebook, again, its intent is social, right? It is. Now, a lot of business happens on Facebook, but think about what kind of business. Who is your ideal client? If your ideal client is a business professional, business person in the business community, you want to be on LinkedIn. So for me personally, I really do not market my services on Facebook like I probably should. I do some, but I'd say probably 5% compared to 95 for me. Now, that's not the way it should be for everybody, but that's how it works for me.
Yeah, and so that was a great answer. And if you are building a community that is providing value that's of a more social, supportive nature, then Facebook is probably where you want to spend some time. On the business side of it, to get those one-on-one clients, that's where you do the direct messaging. And LinkedIn does have groups, and you can play with it that way. But it occurs to me, and I could be wrong, that Facebook is more of that, community tribe type of building. But so that's
actually,
my 2 cents.
I just thought of something I want to share on that, because one of my students that I worked with has been active on Facebook for a while and now is working LinkedIn. But what she did, she took the system I taught, transferred it over to Facebook, and is having success. Now, it does not work the other way. If you have a successful system you're using on Facebook, it is likely not going to transfer to LinkedIn. But apparently it can go with the system I teach from LinkedIn to Facebook, which I had no idea people were doing that. So
good deal. Thank you. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.
All
Absolutely.
right, beautiful. Ross, thank you for keeping notes for us in the chat like you always do so well. And I'm going to put the notes from the chat along with the video replay inside of our Facebook group, Women's Prosperity Network, a group on Facebook. So you'll see
Yippee.
that there. Yeah, I'm going to put the chat there. All right, I got a couple of questions from Facebook and the chat. So question number one from Kathy Basil is, what would be a good New Year's message to send out?
That is a great question, Kathy. And in fact, that is what I'm sending out right now in my direct messaging. So first, let me say never, never, never automate. Okay, don't do it. Don't let somebody tell you it works. It does not. However, you can copy and paste. So you have your base message, right? And then you personalize it when you send it out. So the message I'm sending out now is something like, what are you excited for in 2022 or in the new year? You know, something like that, right? And I always, by the way, always start your messages with something exciting. So I say things like, hey, it is so great to be connected with you here. And then I just ask a simple question. The question, here's the thing about the question, it needs to be so simple that they can answer it without thinking. Okay, but it shouldn't be a yes or no question. All right, you get any kind of response to these questions you send out, your dialogue is open.
Then that's
3 or
what the
4
goal
more
is.
later, you're meeting.
Yeah, beautiful. Good, good, good. So
Thank you,
happy,
Kathy.
very good. All right, next question from Hillary, which is, I speak and I coach, and there are 2 different types of people. So I feel confused how to optimize my profile for each. And I had that question too. So thanks, Hillary.
That is a fantastic question. I also, I speak, I coach, I train on LinkedIn, and I have 2 other businesses. So I get it. What I have found to work the best is when you can really be clear on where your business that you get comes from. So is the most of your business coming from your speaking engagements, or is it coming from, you know, one-to-one meetings with people? And if you're going after individual clients and you're not getting business from speaking yet, right? You have a choice. You can say, okay, I'm going to focus on the pain points of my individuals. Or you can say, I want speaking engagements. And that's where we focus your profile. But I don't recommend trying to put all of what you do on your profile. Pick a lane. Pick the lane that you expect to have the biggest results from and go after it. And what will happen is this, Hillary, when you do that, and Nancy or anyone else, when you do that and you get to that one-on-one meeting, guess what happens? You end up talking about everything you do, right? Everything that can serve that person, you end up talking about. And so whether it's getting a referral for a speaking engagement, whether it's asking people to be on your podcast, whatever it is, you get to talk about that as well as the coaching that you provide.
Awesome. So let me ask a question. That was fantastic, Hillary. Great answer also. So in my profile, because I'm similar to Hillary, is I want speaking engagement. So I know that I get clients through speaking engagements. Like that's my main strategy. So in my profile, I talk about how I serve people in terms of what I coach on and what my expertise is. And then I say, you know, talk about speaking engagements, right?
Absolutely.
Do both. Okay.
Absolutely. But your focus, Nancy, is going to be on those speaking engagements and how to get them where you want to speak.
Right.
You know, you want to let people know that you are a speaker, and that really is how you are getting most of your business, right? And that business doesn't come without a one-on-one meeting most of the time, right? You know, that's followed up somehow, sometimes. So in your presentation of your speaker position, you're naturally going to talk about what you coach on.
Right, what the
That's
expertise
part
is.
of it.
Yes, yeah. Okay, good, good. I got another question from Facebook from Bonita, and she asked, how do things like alignable and be connected figure into the equation here?
They do figure in, absolutely. So I'm not much on Alignable. And I don't mean I don't think much of it. I just mean I'm not on it. I am there. I don't do it though. Now, Be
Mhm.
Connected, I absolutely adore. It's a different level of intimacy almost, because the people on Be Connected are very intentional. They are not out to just sell, right? They are about relationship building. And I love that about Be Connected. So, and the speaking opportunities on Be Connected are absolutely phenomenal. I was able to speak at their global summit in December.
Mhm.
What an opportunity. So great question.
Okay, yeah, and it's about taking the technique that Laura shares and transferring them to other platforms.
Absolutely.
Yeah, very good.
Absolutely.
And, you know, master one and then do another. Like, that's another mistake I see too many people make, is they're spreading themselves too thin and not really focusing in. So you're feeling like nothing's working. Well, you're not giving one area enough attention. So here's the thing: if you want business, if you want clients, focus on LinkedIn.
Yes.
Do the other stuff later, focus on LinkedIn. Like, that's
Right.
going to be your fastest path to cash,
Right.
because it's
And-
through those one-on-one meetings.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's a really good point, Nancy, about focusing on one platform and mastering it before
Mhm.
going to another. I, like you, see so many people who are trying to be on every platform all at once.
Yeah.
And you do spread yourself too thin. You end up just posting. You feel like you're working all the time and you're not getting any business.
Yeah, for sure. Let's go to, we got lots of questions coming into the chat. And if you'd like to come live, you can unmute yourself, hit *6 on your phone, or just simply unmute yourself on your computer. I see somebody at 973 phone number. Your line is open if you'd like to ask a question, 973-706.
Hi, it's Deb Morrison. Thanks, Laura.
Hi,
It was
Deb.
great and great interview. Great interview, Nancy. I was very enlightened about the voice, your name recognition. I'm going to do that. I found it on my iPhone, so that's beautiful. Now, let me ask you on the aspect of multiple businesses. When you legitimately have LLCs and business names that are different from each other, is it possible to have two LinkedIn entrees for each of the business, one for each business?
Yes. Let me explain how that works. That's a fantastic question, Deb, and I really appreciate it. And you can look at my profile as an example also, because I have multiple businesses. So what you will do is you pick one to be at the top. And what you're going to do, though, you only get one LinkedIn profile. But what you will do is create company pages for those different companies. Now, the main reason for a company page, here's a little tidbit. You're not going to be active on that company page. Nobody goes to company pages for information. It's a waste of your time. Why you create a company page is so that you can have your company's logo on your profile page. So when you go to my profile, you'll see my Barker Business Solutions. You'll see my Legal Shield work that I do with employee benefits and such. And you'll see my Zazzy Bands, which is my hair accessory company, all with logos. They look professional. So, and Deb, it's in the profile in those businesses that you really are able to speak to how you serve. You don't waste time on the company page putting all that stuff. You go back to your profile and put it in there.
Fantastic.
Excellent. Thank you.
Deb. That was a great question. Thank you.
Yeah, good stuff. Thanks, Deb. All right. We got another caller with your line open, 954-632. Good morning. Your line is open.
Good morning. This is Inge.
Hi, Inga.
Good morning, Inga.
I work with Laura, and she has opened my eyes for LinkedIn and how wrong I have done everything or not done. So I'm just so grateful to Laura and everybody who doesn't know anything or not enough about LinkedIn. Go with Laura.
Inga, I love you. Thank you so much. It is a pleasure. We're not done working together. It's a pleasure working with you. Yeah, and you have really made some great strides. So I'm so excited.
Thank you.
Good stuff. All right. Good stuff. Thank you, Dr. Inga. All right, let's go to, I got a couple more questions from Facebook and the chat. Barbara Johnson says, if I have three things, taxes, bookkeeping, and money guide, which is kind of budgeting, can the profile just be on accounting or financial services, or pick one of those three?
So that's a fantastic question, Barbara, because those three things are all related, right? They're not unrelated. Like my Barker Business Solutions and Zazzy Bands, not related, right? Not the same client.
Right, those are related though, yeah.
But those are related. So you can speak to your ideal clients in all three of those areas by using language that is general enough to talk about money issues, right? You can also choose to highlight one of those areas. And then when you get to the one-on-one meetings, you can, in having that conversation with them, you can find out which of your services are going to be best suited for them. Does that answer your question, or is she on chat?
That was on chat. So if Barbara, if you need a follow-up to that, let us know. But it sounds like yours are bundled under one umbrella of financial services. And I don't even know if financial services would confuse me. I would think you do, I wouldn't use that term because I would think that's life insurance, annuities, and things like that. So should it be accounting?
It should be specific. So the more narrow you can be, the better. The more specific and detailed you can be, the better. Think about it.
Yeah.
You want to stand out.
You want to stand out. How about, it sounds like she works with small business owners, and I'm just making this up. What if she did outsourced CFO?
Oh, that's brilliant.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Barbara.
Hi, sorry.
Hey, Barbara.
I unmuted to ask about the accounting thing because financial services, again, to me seems more like insurance stuff.
Yeah.
But I like that outsourced CFO. That actually is cool.
And it describes what you do.
Right. It's perfect, actually.
I got goosebumps on that one for you.
Yeah, that was.
Thank you very much. Thank you both.
You're welcome. That's what we do here.
That is what you do. That's what we do here. Nancy, you always have the best language, the best words, the best language.
Thank you. Word wizard. What can I say? Awesome. Great question. And Barbara Johnson is your outsourced CFO, Chief Financial Officer, to keep your business running smooth and tight so that you're increasing your bottom line, taking home more profits while you enjoy your life more. So anyway, there's your commercial.
Wow,
anyway.
That was also brilliant.
Kind of just popped out. What can I tell you? Listen, let's go to make sure you register for this class with Laura tomorrow. Go to barkerbusinesssolutions.com/masterclass. You will get the replay. If you can't be there live, you'll also get a one-on-one with her. We got more questions coming in. Are you ready, my friend?
I'm ready. Bring it.
Deanne. Hello, Deanne Graham. Nice to have you with us. I'm a business development consultant with 3 different clients who I want to create customers for. Utilizing my connections, how can I use LinkedIn effectively for them? So it sounds like her business is as a consultant. So her job is to find connections to feed to those clients.
Great question and great use of LinkedIn. If you basically are responsible for lead gen for other people, you can take the system that I use and apply it to each of them. So you can do the first, here's how I like to work this in situations like this. You can have the first part of your communication done by an assistant, okay? But what happens is this. So your assistant can do that. Hey, great to be connected here on LinkedIn. And your assistant will do the targeted searching, okay? What they do is get you set up. They may even go to the point of asking for the meeting for you, but maybe not. But what I do is my assistant goes in and does a little bit of that initial outreach for me, and then sends me an email, messages that need your attention, which means it's teed up for me to ask for meetings.
Very good.
Right. So, Diane, you could go and set up each of those clients. You know, they're on LinkedIn. We want to make sure their profile's optimized because that's who you're getting the meetings for. Am I right? I think, is that right?
Yeah, I think so. And she's on Facebook, so we're not getting a chat back and forth just yet. But here's the thing I'm wondering. So a business development consultant, the other thing that I would look for is the commonality of those 3 different clients that you're seeking the one-on-ones for. So is there some common thread that runs through the types of businesses that you're representing that you could highlight in your profile as a business consultant? You know, so if you primarily,
Absolutely.
you know, I primarily work with, you know, people in the travel industry, or I primarily work with people in the shoe industry. Like where's, take a look to see if you can find a common thread so that your profile is maximized for likely connections to funnel to those other clients.
You can also maximize your profile for new business clients for yourself, right? These are the
Mhm.
companies I have helped grow their business by showing them, and even doing for them. I can do it for you, or I can teach them to do it, either one, to get those new clients for my companies that I'm doing business development for.
Yeah, beautiful. And
Want the
so
same for your company?
that was good. That was good. Golden nuggets. Deanne said high net worth. So that's great. And look for some other commonalities besides the high net worth. What types of businesses, industries? Is it, you know, airline? Is it yachts? Is it, you know, corporate you know,
And your high net worth people, guess where they live? On LinkedIn.
on LinkedIn? Yeah.
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 They don't mess
So
with those other things.
Deanne, I would suggest you take the class, because then you get the one-on-one and she'll guide you on the process. So go to barkerbusinesssolutions.com/masterclass. All right, we got a couple of minutes left and I see some more questions. Peggy Lee asks, where does the skills badge show on your profile once completed and passed? I am too Adobe Acrobat certified.
Excellent.
So where does it show up?
Well, it's going to show up down in your licenses and certifications section. And if you look at my profile, scroll down, you'll see it there, and then you'll see exactly how it shows up.
Okay, beautiful, beautiful. I think we got everybody for the questions that came in on Facebook and also in the chat. So let's go ahead. I think we got, yeah, got it all covered.
Toppy's raised her hand if we have a minute.
Oh, no, perfect. We do have a minute. Hey, Toppy, go for it.
Hey, I just want to say thanks for this wonderful call, and I want to go ahead and endorse Laura as well. I've been in her course and it's been life-changing. I do get to talk one-on-one with people now. I was all discombobulated and all over the place, but Laura's class has really helped me to refine and define who I need to connect with on there. So thank you, Laura. Great work. I would recommend her course to anyone.
Oh, Toppy, thank you so much. And you know, you're getting those meetings. You're just, you know, you're taking my system and you're doing the work and you're getting those meetings. And I'm so proud of you. So happy for you. It's fantastic. And thank you for the endorsement.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Good stuff. All right, my friend Laura, I appreciate you. I am grateful for how much you pour into our community to help them be successful. So thank you for all that you do. And let's go ahead and be sure that you go to the class, barkerbusinesssolutions.com/masterclass. And I just saw that Danetta asked, the class that I'm hosting tonight, which is absolutely free, complimentary, join us to make 2022 the year of being the one. And you'll learn more about what that means. Go to thepeopleskillsacademy.com/mindset. thepeopleskillsacademy.com/mindset. We'd love to have you join us as we all co-create a world of kindness, compassion, love, and consideration. That's what it's all about. Thank you.
I can't wait to see all of you there. I'll be there tonight with bells on. Let me tell you, I don't miss this stuff, right? Showing up is like more than half the game, right? And let me tell you, when you show up for WPN, you show up for your business and great things happen.
Oh, you are so awesome. We love you, my friend. I'm going to put the link in the chat there as well for tonight. Laura, thank you, thank you, thank you. Everybody get on the class, master LinkedIn. It's where the people who need you, get this, people are waiting for you to show up on LinkedIn to be of service to them. So go for it.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Thank you, Nancy.
You're welcome. My pleasure, my purpose. Have a great day, everyone. And until next time, make it a wow day. Bye.
Hi, all. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.